Yo, what is good? I'm back, and check this shirt out. I found this cool Patty and Selma shirt at Hot Topic, one of my favorite shows ever. And guess what? I have another quote for you. This quote reads, "How are you going to complain about meeting too many cartoon characters when you live at Disneyland?" That's funny. How are you going to complain about meeting too many cartoon characters when you live at Disneyland? That's funny. That makes me think of a funny interaction that I regularly have with people here in LA. Like this one time I met this girl and we were talking and getting to know each other, and she asked me what I did, and I told her that I'm an aspiring screenwriter and musician and YouTube guy, etc. And she caught a sharp attitude and was like, "Ugh, I'm so sick of meeting actors and rappers and filmmakers, and I'm just tired of it. Oh my gosh." And I'm like, girl, you live in LA. You are living in Hollywood. A good majority of people who live here are going to work in entertainment, or they dream about working in entertainment. It's the first thing you think of when you think of LA. So my first way of looking at this quote would be some level of obliviousness for not realizing your surroundings and not using self-aware thinking to know that you are in fact in a place where you would organically see cartoon characters. And I think that's pretty common. I think a lot of us are a little too close to our problems to see the solution, or in this case, the cause. It's like if you were standing in front of an 80-inch TV screen, but you're 2 inches away from it. So you're too close and you can only see a small portion of the screen. Meanwhile, someone who's standing maybe a few feet behind you can see the whole TV screen and can see the whole picture. They see what you don't see. So it would be easier for someone outside of yourself to see the whole picture of your situation than it is for you, because a lot of times we're just too close to our problems. The other way of looking at it, and this is also going pretty deep, is that maybe this is a form of learned helplessness. And the definition of learned helplessness I have right here is the behavior exhibited by a subject after enduring repeated adversive stimuli beyond their control. So how are you going to complain about meeting too many cartoon characters when you live at Disneyland? So you've been stuck living in this fantasy, Disneyland, where you're complaining about seeing things that are common to Disneyland. You don't want to leave the park, but you don't want to meet cartoon characters. So could this be some form of denial as well? Or could be something else entirely. I remember when I first started working at the Late Late Show as like a temp, and one of the full-time production assistants was showing me around and showing me the ropes. And I remember seeing the stage and the lights and the cameras and, being caught up in it and being like almost a little starstruck and thinking like, man, this is Hollywood, like real Hollywood. And I'm working here being a part of it. Like, I'm here. And I remember his response to me being taken back was, it's amazing how fast that we can get used to being around this to the point to where it doesn't really faze you anymore. You get used to it. Maybe you've been at Disneyland for so long that now you're used to the cartoon characters and you're just tired of seeing them. But that's just my take. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you on the next one.